Fortnite season tier list. This video is long overdue because I haven't made a tier list video since 8 months ago, so here you guys go. Starting off with Chapter 5 Season 2, this season is the definition of mid, so it's going in C tier. Now we have Chapter 5 Season 1, which is a really, really strong season, in my opinion, and it added a lot of nice and cool things, like rocket racing and all the other creative stuff they added. So we're going A tier with this one. Now we have Chapter 4 Season OG. S tier. Because it was 1 month long, and I feel like they could have done a lot of stuff better, like really going into the season, like adding the jungle biome, adding neo-tilted, stuff like that. That would have made the season better instead of just adding the guns from those respective seasons. If they added stuff like that, I feel like it could go in S or GO. Now we have Chapter 4 Season 4. This is going in the S tier. Chapter 4 Season 4 was a really, really good season, and deserves to be in the S tier. Chapter 4 Season 3, I still think it's a solid B tier. With that, it was kind of laid out because it was in the summer, so they didn't add a ton of things, but the Mammoth Pistol and the MK they added and all this stuff was overall really good for the game. Chapter 4 Season 2. This is one of my favorite seasons of all time. I would be doing it dirty if I did not put it in the GOAT category. I have a whole video going on a rant on exactly why this is a GOAT, so before you go into the comments and say,
why would you put this in GOAT? This is a really bad season. This is B tier.
Go watch that video. Or if not, I'll link it right here. Chapter 4 Season 1. It's definitely like an A tier season. Definitely right above Chapter 5 Season 1. Really, really good season, first of all. So I'm gonna lay it out there right here. They added tons of good stuff. There was a bunch of good collabs, everything like that. It was awesome. Chapter 3 Season 4. B tier. It wasn't the best season, but it was really underrated because I feel like a lot of people sleep on this one a lot. And stuff like that. Chapter 3 Season 3. C tier. Below this one. I really didn't like this season. It was okay. It's fine. It was just like meh. They didn't add a ton of stuff. It was just kind of there. So Chapter 3 Season 2. Also just meh. Chapter 3 was really just like the worst chapter, in my opinion. Just every other chapter easily clears it. Chapter 3 Season 1. Definitely like a solid bottom A tier here. The reason Chapter 3 Season 1 is an A tier is I feel like it started off really, really strong with like the Spider-Man weapons and like everything like that, and the Winterfest was really good. But by the end of the season, like January, February, right before the season came out, I started to get a lot more weaker and they weren't adding a bunch of stuff. But for the very beginning of the season, I'll give this an A tier. Now we have Chapter 2 Season 8. This is also one of my personal least favorite seasons, but I think it has some good stuff about it. I really probably played like 5 games this season, I'm gonna be honest. So this one is gonna be our first D tier today. Just putting it out there. I really disliked that season. Really disliked it. Chapter 2 Season 7. This season was really, really good season. If you didn't play it, you're really missing out in my opinion. This is definitely S tier. Chapter 2 Season 7 was a phenomenal season. Everything alien related and everything cool like that was just awesome with this season. And I really think that it deserves to be above Chapter 3 Season 1. Chapter 2 Season 6. You know where that's going. D tier. Do I even need to explain? But for the D tier, which is like a 7 or 6 out of 10, no. They performed everything like wrong in this season. The map was okay. I feel like that kind of carried it a little bit. The guns and how you had to make a gun and find like frog butt to craft your pump with the bones and stuff didn't really hit the spot for me. Chapter 2 Season 5. Top of B tier. I really like the bounty system and the sand. I wish the sand telling wasn't disabled like the whole season because that was a great feature. It's not a glitch that made you like fly in the sky or whatever. The Coliseum and adding back tilted stuff was really cool. So I think this season definitely deserves to be like top of B tier as a solid like 8 out of 10. Chapter 2 Season 4. This is a GOAT season. It's going right above Chapter 4 Season 2 in the GOAT section. Now, Stark Industries, they had a whole freaking biome mid-season. That was peak. All the weapons were goated. They had the 200 pump, Stark rifle, Iron Man really just absolutely goated season. That was like probably level 300 that season. That was the very end of quarantine, like end of 2020. Chapter 2, Season 3. This is definitely going right here, top of S tier. No. When I put it at top of S tier, you gotta listen. The map changed so much this season, right? It started all water, and by the end of the season, it was like half water. So every week, the whole map would change, and like half the POI would change. This is when they added cars. They had the charge shotgun, the shockwave launcher. They still have mythics, vaults, bosses. Overall, really, really good season. Chapter 2, Season 2. May I even explain this absolute goat of a season? Question at all. I feel like this is the consensus best Fortnite season of all time for like 90% of the people that like play Fortnite. But just overall, easily the best Fortnite season of all time. They added stuff daily, there's new guns, vaults, the whole map was changing. It was a little long, that was my only complaint, but we were in quarantine, so it really didn't matter how long it was. Chapter 2, Season 1, it's just like a you know what I mean? It's just like meh. It was like the longest Fortnite season of all time, right? That's why everyone was doing fashion shows and stuff. Literally, I think the only thing that added the whole season was the harpoon gun. Great update. Chapter 1, Season 10. I don't get why people hate on this season so much. If you're getting attacked by a mech, use a boogie bomb. I get if you don't have a boogie bomb, it's kind of like annoying. But they added tons of stuff like Gotham City. The ripstones were awesome. The end event was awesome. Everything they added was really cool in the season. So that's why I'm going to give it like right behind Chapter 2, Season 5. It was a really decent season in my opinion. Chapter 1, Season 9. This season is really, really good, right? I'm going to put it right there in A tier. I feel like that's probably the best spot you can give it above Chapter 3, Season 1. Really, really, really strong season in my opinion. Chapter 1, Season 8. Do I even have to explain? We're in GOAT tier for this one. Absolute masterpiece of a season. Great season. World Cup was going on. We had Arena was added. Jungle Biome was awesome. Volcano, great season. Chapter 1, Season 7, another GOAT season. Chapter 1, Season 7 deserves to be in the GOAT at the 4 slot because the Christmas biome was awesome. They had Happy Hamlet, the planes, or whatever. I know they're a little bit overpowered. Infinity Blade, whatever. But that was only there for like a week. Really, really strong season. Battle Pass was awesome, stuff like that. Amazing. Chapter 1, Season 6. Very back of A tier, right behind Chapter 3, Season 1. Really strong season. Had everything going for it. Just the zombies were a little annoying. And it was just like, by the end, it was just like, give me a new season. Chapter 1, Season 5. This was a really strong season right here. We're putting it right here in the A tier. Really, really good season. They added tons of stuff. The Battle Pass was peak. The desert biome, Kevin the Cube came and he was going around everywhere. Really, really strong season. Chapter 1, Season 4. Top of B tier. Now, before you tag me in the comments, right? The first 4 Fortnite seasons kind of acted as like a warm up for what was gonna come. So they added a ton, like the map, if I remember right, barely changed in Season 4. They added the Dusty Divot Holding Ground, and they added like the villain layer, but that was really nothing. Now I do give it props for having the first live event, but didn't barely do live events anymore, which I wish I did all the time. But it was a strong season, that's why I'm gonna get top of B tier. But every season above here, in my opinion, is definitely a lot better. Chapter 1, Season 3, right behind it. It's just there. It's decent, you know? I can't give it anything more. It's just, they added a couple guns, they added the Battle Pass in. Chapter 1, Season 2, it's a foundation, right? It's a foundation. They're not adding a ton because it's brand new. They don't have the capital, they don't have stuff like that. So, I feel like it would be pretty mean to put it above some of these seasons. I think right now, and I just realized I didn't rank Season 1, but I feel like it doesn't really need a ranking because they didn't really add anything like at all besides like Fortnite Nightmares. And it wouldn't be fair to rank it because there's no Battle Pass, nothing like that. So, for Season 1 can have its own category, and it's like not affiliated with anything. It's just like there. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and watch some more of my videos. Thank you. Bye.